This video is brought to you by the 3-Minute Board Game patrons. Keep us independent by supporting us on Patreon. Kia ora koutou and welcome to Evenfall in about 3 minutes. Review copy used. It has a solo mode, it's a game for 1 to 4 players, playing time is medium, and it's a moderately complex game. You are the leader of a witch coven. Can you perform rituals, recruit apprentices, and build a council more mightier than your opponents? The game lasts for 3 full rounds of play. The winner is the player with the most points at that time. You score points in lots of ways, just look for the laurel. Worker placement. You place workers into locations to take the matching action. Card management. There are many different cards for you to manage. Player turn. Each player picks a faction, either choosing the asymmetric moon side or the star side. The 4 pointy-hatted witch meeples go in the top slot, while the other 4 elder meeples go in the bottom one. Then discard the moon tile and place a star one into the board. Place your starting location star side up here. This is your inner circle. Place 1 marker on your common track and put the rest on the score and mana tracks. There are 3 regions on the main board, and each will have 4 random locations placed above it. And each has its own unique action slots and combat rewards on it. You will start the game with 3 herbs and potions. Then each turn collect an income of 6 cards, 3 books, and 2 mana as shown here. Each player then alternates taking actions until all players pass. The first action is to claim a location. This costs 1 or 2 witches as shown on the bottom of the card. Claim the card and place your witch in the central spot. There's also an action spot here. This one lets you spend 1 resource to gain 2 more resources and 3 mana. Unless otherwise noted, only witches can use public spaces. Locations are called places of power, and they are placed here in the outer circle. You may have as many locations as you want. The next action is to harvest. Here you may claim any resources on your harvest token and any on your outer circle locations. Flip that tile over, it can't be used again this round. You may play a ritual card into an empty location, paying the cost shown. This card gives you a new action slot that only you can use. Some rituals have instant effects like this one, which clears the nearby ritual. You may also play specialists over here, paying their cost shown. This one has an ongoing effect, this one an effect you can use once per round, and this one is a one-off. These cards can alternatively be placed under your board for the effect at the bottom of the card. The first one costs 1 of each resource, while later ones cost 2 each. Rituals placed in your inner circle can be activated by elders. And if you trigger this ability, you may send a location from your outer to inner circles. The final action is to place scythes and orbs. Scythes cost 1 herb and double a location's harvest, and orbs move you up the common track, gaining rewards. You may do this as many times as you can afford. Once all actions are done, you battle over the central boards one at a time. In each region, players secretly spend mana and add it to their number of meeples. Based on how much you spend, you gain the rewards shown here, and the winner claims 1 of these tokens, which doubles the value of a single card. Why would you like this game? Evenfall is an engine-building card game that likes to pretend it's a worker placement game. Don't be fooled, the central boards are a lot less important than the cards you are drawing. It's the card combinations you get into play on your personal board that will be the real game changers for you. The battles in the middle of the board are somewhat anticlimactic, and they're mostly about spending accumulated mana to get the benefits on the side of the board, as they are to score the doubling rune token. Evenfall has a ton of fun decision points about which locations to grab, the order you play cards, when to pull something into your inner circle, and how to use apprentices. As such, it's a great fit for experienced gamers looking for a challenge. The best thing about this game is the little witch meeples. They're adorable. However, despite having those central battles each turn, the game is very light on actual interaction. The majority of the game is spent solving your own puzzles on your own board. I'd like a little more variety in the cards as well, but that's not a biggie. For another worker placement game with engine building, try Apiary, and for more conflict, try June Imperium Uprising. Evenfall, contemplating the orb, the board game. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the notification button, like, share, and subscribe to the channel.